Yes, young lords and ladies, the time has finally arrived to call you all to table, and according to the color of the card that you hold in your hand. So I will be placing you in order in front of one of two doors. So at this time, safely and calmly, those young nobles holding the green color cards, hold them up.
Will employ the use of strobes and atmospheric effects. Medieval Times supports an entirely smoke-free environment. Smoking is prohibited inside the castle. Thank you for joining us. Enjoy the tournament.
Joining us here at the castle. Ah, the castle. Now that should sound strange to us, since it refers to a dwelling that faded from history long ago. And yet, modern films, television, and books about the Middle Ages still enchant and captivate us. While other phrases, such as my knight in shining armor, conjure up images of long ago, unknown to us, and yet still familiar. And while images of knights in armor and Castle Strong may fade away as generations pass, here at Medieval Times, we believe that there is one touchstone from that distant past that should never fade away, and that is the Code of Chivalry. A set of rules created 1,000 years ago to govern the conduct of the noble class, to impart fairness and respect, compassion and understanding. For the next 20 minutes, with the assistance of His Majesty the King, Her Royal Highness, the Knights of the Realm, along with their retainers, we will explore the Code of Chivalry. And through the lessons taught therein, we hope to show you how that ancient code might become part of your daily life.
Medieval Times is proud to present a program that we call Chivalry in Action.
Since today's visit to the castle is educational as well as entertaining, we have come up with some questions that we hope will interest you. So listen closely. We'll check your knowledge as we go. facing.
In other news, a community soccer league has become the focus of an investigation into widespread bullying among the players. Our members are sworn to valor. Their hearts know only virtue. Our blade shall defend the helpless, and our might shall uphold the meek. Let our words speak only truth, and our wrath defeat the wicked. This oath is our bond.
Saluted a 9-year-old girl who stepped in and put a stop to the bullying incident before it could get out of hand.
The diverse group, which was comprised of kids from across the city, raised enough money with the campaign to send tons of food to the stricken region.
Their hearts know only virtue.
How go the preparations for the feast to be held at the tournament?
All is being prepared, Father. As a matter of fact, I have had a meal prepared for you, so that you may give your approval before to serve to our noble guests.
And might I add, Your Grace, the princess has outdone herself. A feast fit for a king if there ever was one.
Why, thank you, Lord Chancellor, but how could you possibly know?
Well, my lady, I live in a nibble.
Lord Chancellor, how many times do I have to toss to you about putting your hands on my
Enough talk! I'm starving. Bring out the feast.
Maid Gwendolyn, His Majesty will dine. Here, Your Majesty, is a feast truly fit for your visiting nobles, prepared in your own kitchens.
And sure to become another jewel in your crown. Another one in the wind-cold side.
Be quiet! Well, child, put it down. I'm ready to dig in.
Useless! Useless girl! My lady, your gown!
It's nothing really.
Clumsy girl! What backward village have you come from? I warned the master of the household about allowing these ignorant peasant girls to serve.
I'm so sorry, my lady. Forgive me, Your Highness.
Yes, forgive her, your majesty, sir. I shall have her dismissed at once, and her family shall be taxed to pay for the damage she has caused.
Oh, Lord Chancellor,
That is out of the question. Are you all right, Gwendolyn?
My lady, you don't mean to allow her carelessness to go unpunished.
That is exactly what I intend to allow.
But the meal in which you prepared so carefully, it's ruined.
Well, it is at that, but it can be made again. Go, child. Send someone to clean this up and tell the master of the household that the king will require a new meal to be served. Now, compose yourself and think no more on this.
Well done, daughter.
Your house will go to rack and ruin, sire, with such as she in your service.
A simple mistake, Lord Chancellor. Quickly forgotten. Let us recognize the contribution of all, regardless of their station in life.
And recognize also that although mistakes and accidents may take place, ours is to forgive and treat those with whom we share our daily lives with respect.
Respect, compassion, and understanding.
It is well said, your majesties. And as for my part, I have acted hastily and unfairly. With your permission, my lady, I seek out the servant girl and make right any wrong I have done.
It is one.
And honorable. Make haste, my lord.
Time to test your knowledge. We've come up with some questions that we thought would be fun to share with you. Don't be shy. If you think you know the answer, shout it out. We'll give you some choices to think about, but only one will be right.
We'll call the choices A, B, C, and D. Ready? Here we go. Practicing understanding is a keystone of chivalry in action. The princess is aware of this and makes it a part of her daily life. How would you have handled the toppled tray and come to the aid of serving girl Gwendolyn? A, by being fair to all and protecting the weak. B, by embarrassing the Chancellor for his behavior. C, by having the serving girl dismissed from the King's Court. Or D, by ignoring the accident and the remarks of the Chancellor and ordering another train.
The correct answer is A. In our society, everyone has a contribution to make, however small, and allowing someone to be demeaned or abused for a mishap is against our code of chivalry.
Our blades shall defend the helpless.
Sir Knight, arms for one tossed about in the storm of life.
Let us halt, squires.
I pray you, look kindly upon one so poor, good captain. A crust of bread, or perhaps a coin, Sir Knight, so that I might feed my poor family.
Let us away, my lord. The roads have become clogged with such scoundrels as this, seeking to remedy their laziness and sloth with handouts from those who earn an honest day's pay. Now get you gone! Wretch.
Your words are rash, squire, and too quick to the mark. For who is to know the paths that led this man here? Tell me, fellow, from where do you hail?
I pray you, look kindly upon one so poor, good captain. A small village, your grace, of no consequence, a half-day's walk from this very road. The harvest was small, the winter a cruel one, and my children go hungry. I ask only for them, brave knight.
My lord, night settles all around us, and the road ahead is long. Let us leave this peasant to his begging and make haste for the castle of Don Eofred.
It is true, young man. I am a peasant, and yet I have not always been so. For who has not been brought to circumstance at some time or another that requires us to set aside our pride and to seek food, shelter, or friendship from strangers?
Friendship?
Silence! Have you not been taught the lesson of compassion, of understanding? Charity is the duty of the knight. It is by our charity to others that we are measured, and through our kindness and understanding that we will one day be remembered. We carry no bread, but here, take these coins, and use them to provide for your family.
You are kind, Sir Knight, and my thanks are with you. Forgive me.
You are unwell, and have no shield against the cold. Here, good fellow, take my cloak.
No, your grace. Let him take mine. For I have been without pity, and for a moment lost touch with tyranny and understanding, for one less fortunate than I.
It is well done, squire. It is a short journey to a castle of a friend, where we will break bread and rest for the night. Journey with us, in a place will be made for you. Good. Let us away.
dispute has been settled.
As it has ever been for those who live by the sword. Yet, Green Knight may rejoice and turn to the cheers of his people.
Take your ease, now, my lord, and return on my call.
Let the tournament go forward.
The time has come to dismantle of the Red Knights! And in defiance to the challenge, the Blue Knights! Change your own places, and set heels to horse, my lords, and may your lance find its mark! And ride to glory.
To one less fortunate than himself. Which elements of the code did he extend? A. A crust of bread and some coins. B. A cloak against the cold. C. Understanding, generosity, and charity. Or D. Free advice.
The correct answer is C. By understanding and sympathizing with the plight of the man he encountered on the road, the knight put chivalry into action with his understanding and his charity.
Our might shall uphold the meek.
What happened here, squires? Why is this arena not yet prepared as I ordered?
As you ordered, that idiot fell over, breaking the lance.
Are you alright, young man?
Yes, my lord.
Leave that. Tell me. What happened here?
I was tricked from behind, my lord, and fell, breaking the lance.
That's a lie!
He can't do anything.
Just look at
He'll
him.
never fit in with us.
Accusing someone who is in training to become a knight and to one day take the oath? To say that they are lying? And that is a serious accusation. And as for him being different, we are all different. Young man, go to the armory and fetch another lance to replace that one. As for the rest of you, clean this up.
But, my lord, we didn't make this mess. Why should we be the ones to clean it up?
Do as you're told, without further talk. For I suspect some injustice has been done here. Gather round, squires. The time has come for us to talk about the oath that each of you hope to take one day. An oath that requires you to fight wrong when you see it. to show fairness to all, but above all, a solemn pledge of honesty. Is that understood?
Well said, Lord Chancellor. I ask you, young squires, which of you has never made a mistake or allowed a wrong to be committed without speaking up? And yet, when we allow the weak to suffer at the hand